Hey Fragrance family, I'm David, I'm a fragrance bro. Today I want to do a special video on a collaboration for Best Scents of 2016. Last year was a really good year for fragrances like usual. They had a lot of really good releases. So I asked some reviewers to see if they wanted to join the collaboration. So I have several great reviewers giving their choices on fragrances that they think were the best from last year. Now I guess I'll go ahead and start, and I'm going to do a couple of honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is Tom Ford Ombre Leather 16, which is a great leather scent in the style of Tuscan leather. Another honorable mention was Still Life in Rio by Olfactive Studio, which is a really good flanker. I have a review of that, and it has citrus, coconut, and mint. Fantastic fragrance. Followed by Kerosene was an excellent coffee and tonka based scent that I really like. I need to review that. And last honorable mention is Slow Explosions by Imaginary Authors. Really like this house. It wasn't one of my favorite scents that I would normally wear, but conceptually it was brilliant. And it has a lot that a lot of people will like. Rose, saffron, leather, and an apple accord in there. Now all of those scents are fantastic in their own way, but really my two main choices I think were probably two of the best fragrances I've smelled in a long time. And the first is Hanami by Fleur. Now Fleur is an excellent line. I have a review of that down below if you want to go watch that video. Hanami was one of my favorites from the line, and it's a floral scent that is gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. To me, it's a very relaxing type of scent, and it reminds me somewhat of Rose Barbar by Guerlain, but for a lot less. Not exactly like that. It is a wet floral scent, and it really is in the feminine territory, I think, but it is just spectacular. And my last choice for Best of 2016 is Citron d'Érable by Atelier Cologne. Big Atelier fan. I have a lot to say about this. I have a review forthcoming, so stay tuned. And this is a wonderful citrus scent with maple and black currant. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. There's just a lot going on here, and I really, really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites from the Atelier line, and it has really strong performance on me compared to a lot in their line. So those were my choices. I'm going to go ahead and pass on the torch to the rest of the community so they can give their choices. Special thanks again to everyone in the community for giving their choices. Now let's go to the next person.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steven and I have a YouTube channel called Redolescence, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a fragrance that I discovered last year in 2016, and that happens to be one of my favorite fragrances of all time. So Daver, thank you very much for having me be a part of this collaboration. The fragrance I'm going to be talking about today is from the company Tower Perfumes. This one is called Au Cœur du Désert, and it translates to the heart of the desert. This one is a reinterpretation of Andy Tauer's classic L'air du Désert Marocain, which is the second fragrance in his collection, and it smells dusty and dry and smoky, and it has this arid quality to it. It's a little incensey, just a hint of amber in the base, but not a lot of sweetness. It's a gorgeous scent. Make sure you check it out, especially if you're a fan of L'air du Désert Marocain. This is a fantastic fragrance. So thanks again, Daver, and on to the next person.
Hi, thanks so much for inviting me on the Fragrance Bros. I can't believe I'm actually here. So my two favourite releases from 2016. So I had to think long and hard about this, and I kind of had a couple of ideas. I smelled a really good designer fragrance for women, which was Divine Decadence by Marc Jacobs. But as much as I thought it smelled awesome on my friend when she wore it, and I've enjoyed using the sample, I haven't bought a full bottle and I'm not going to. So to be completely true to myself, I've actually got two Tom Fords here. I love them both. So this might be a little bit controversial. The performance gets slagged off, and the relevance and the necessity to even have this fragrance in the line has been disputed. But I don't give a flying... I don't care what people say. I absolutely love Tom Ford Neroli Portofino Aqua. I think it smells awesome. I think it smells as good as the original Neroli Portofino, but it's just a little bit more, to me, a little bit more floral and perhaps a touch fresh. I get almost the same performance from it. So I love it, absolutely love it. Yes, it's not the performance that I'd want. I would want more, but I don't care. I really love the way it smells. It outweighs the fact that the performance isn't as good as other fragrances. And my second choice of 2016, both of these were released fairly early, I think, in 2016. This one in particular was actually January 2016, and it is Soleil Blanc. Soleil Blanc. So this is all I have of this fragrance at the moment. This is a 4ml. This was a 10ml decan. I've also got through another 10ml decan. I truly love it. It is a beachy fragrance. It's fresh and sweet, white florals, but there's a lot more going on. It's got a deepness in the base, like some kind of myrrh or something that gives it a little bit more than just a fresh floral thing. I just love it, and I get quite good performance from that one. So they're my favourite releases of 2016. Thanks so much, Fragrance Bros!
Dave, thank you very much for the invite. So my name is Chad from the channel A Gentleman's Journey. So last year had a lot of great releases, you know, and if you're very familiar with my channel, you will know that I love my fresh aquatics, my summer freshies. However, this one here is my very favorite scent of last year, and it's actually the polar opposite of the freshies. Givenchy Gentleman Only Absolute. This is a very masculine scent that's very classy, elegant. It's sexy, but in a very classy sort of way. It's got a lot of spices, cinnamon, nutmeg. It's got some woods. Oh my god, this is just such a wonderful scent. It's a bit of a banger, so if you do have this one, you know, you definitely will agree that this is definitely beast mode and it fills the room. So you just gotta watch your applications. But this one here, oh, I can't get enough of it. That's my pick for 2016.
Hello Fragrance Brothers, thank you so much for having me in this collaboration. So before I get into my two picks of favourite fragrances released in 2016, here's my beer of the night, because I think Dave likes his craft beers. So I've got an American one here, Lagunitas IPA, which I really like, and just great kind of tropical fruit notes in that one, and a nice bitterness. Speaking of tropical fruit then, one of my favourites, I guess one of the two here, is going to be Pineapple Vintage, a great release from 2016. So we all know this is touted as an Aventus clone, and I'm talking about the classic white packaging original. People have dug their noses and said it doesn't smell as close to Aventus as they might have hoped. I think that just taken as a scent in its own right, it's stunning, and I love the realism of that pineapple note. So I think it's just a fantastic fragrance, and I really enjoy it. It's definitely Aventus influenced and definitely performs really well on my skin. I've tested out quite a lot, and I actually really like the fresher version because just of that stunning pineapple note. So that was one of my favorites of this year. And my other is Parfums MDCI Le Barbier du Tangier. Now I've had a few little samples of this one. I don't have a full bottle, it's quite expensive, and I've decanted them. What I do if I can't get a full bottle of something a bit pricey, if I can get a few samples, I decant them into a snazzy little bottle, something like this, and that's what I've done. So I feel really happy. I've got about 40 mils of this one. It's a fantastic barbershop scent. With it has actually got a note of pineapple, but that's not the main thing that comes through. There's some woodiness, some vetiver, kind of soapy, fresh, niche quality barbershop scent. If you like things like Rive Gauche by Yves Saint Laurent, that kind of stuff, this one could be a real interesting option to explore. It is expensive, but for me, it was a fantastic release. I love barbershop scents, and I'm glad people are still bringing out niche ones, even now in 2016 and hopefully in 2017. So thanks very much. On to the next person.
YouTube family, how's everybody doing? This is your friendly reviewer, Real Cappuccino. First and foremost, I want to thank Dave for allowing me into this collaboration. His very first collaboration I'm actually taking part, and I'm really excited. So thank you guys, thank you David for this opportunity. But I only have one fragrance that I actually purchased this year. Didn't come out this year, but it's been working miracle. I mean, it's just been working magic on me. And what's even crazier is the price. It's super cheap. Like, you cannot pass this up. They say it reminds them, people who have mentioned this fragrance, of a fragrance by the House of Byredo. This is Ron Marone Black Pour Homme. Guys, check it out. I'm telling you, for the price, you cannot beat it. For the price, you can't beat this. You can find this for like $15. but yeah, it smells, it fits, it's around 12, guys, it's so cheap, but yet it smells so expensive. I'm telling you, it's delightful. Buy the house. This is Ron Marone Black Pour-Homme. Guys, for the budget, if you're on a budget, right here. This is it. This is it. I'm telling you. But that's really about it, David, for allowing me into this collaboration again. And thank you all for watching. Hope to see you on my channel. Peace, love, we out.
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Carlos from channel Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Thank you, David, for having me on your collab. It's always an honor to do and be on your projects and reviews and, you know, everything else. Happy New Year, everyone. So for my favorite picks from niche, I had many, but this one right here, Baronda, a boozy, woody, just, it's a great, great, great fragrance. I just reviewed it on my channel. Check it out if you have a chance. And for designer, I just love the Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. Tiramisu, sweet, gourmand, masculine, really, 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 really nice. So those are my two picks for my favorite releases of 2016. On to the next guy.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyler from the channel TMsense, and first of all, thank you very much, David, for having me on your channel. I am here to discuss my favorite fragrances of 2016. Let's just get right into it. My #1 favorite fragrance, without doubt, is Mr. Burberry by Burberry. Psych!
Oh my dude, you just got pranked! Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh?
All kidding aside, I couldn't actually decide on one fragrance, so I have two, and it is none other than Uomo by Salvatore Ferragamo and Pure Tonka from the house of Thierry Mugler. Both amazing, amazing gourmand scents. Now, Pure Tonka from Thierry Mugler is a very sweet lavender, kind of cookie batter type scent with a little bit of coffee, and Uomo is a tiramisu, coffee, chocolate, cardamom type fragrance. So if you have a sweet tooth, check out these two fragrances for sure. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, David, for having me on. This has been an incredible honor. I can't even believe I'm on here. And I will see you guys next time.
Hi guys, I'm Delicious Delights. First of all, thank you so much, David, for putting together this wonderful collaboration. Best release of 2016. If I'm gonna be real with you guys, like real talk, I wasn't really impressed with a lot of the releases this year. I think the longer you are into this hobby, the pickier you are, and I've just become so picky with fragrances that it takes so much to impress me nowadays. For most of the year, I came across a lot of good fragrances, but nothing that really blew me off of my seat. Until the last week of December 2016 was completely redeemed because I found a fragrance that totally blew me away for two reasons. First reason is that it's a celebrity scent, and celebrity scents are not something that I usually gravitate towards. Second of all, it costed me 14 euros. 14 euros. Like, I was like, yeah, give me some. Give me some of that. Now let me just reveal it to you guys. It's from the house of Sarah Jessica Parker, and it's called Stash. And it's a beautiful fragrance, you guys. Just take my word on it. It's beautiful. It's a very woodsy, patchouli, earthy, deep and dark, nichey scent, and you would never ever think that it would, you know, be a celebrity fragrance, but it's just so good. It's an excellent fragrance, and I definitely recommend it, especially at 14 euros, although it was half price. It's normally 30, but still, that's still a great price. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya. Bye.
What's going on, guys? I'm E of Simply But Sense. And I want to thank you so much, David, for inviting me on this collaboration to share with you guys my 3 favorite fragrances released in 2016. I just released a fragrance top 10s list. I had to put my personal taste aside and just focus on what I thought were the best releases objectively. But I'm glad that now I get to be honest about what I prefer and the fragrances that I thought were absolutely standouts for me in 2016. From the house of Arabian Oud, and the fragrance is Madali. There's a thickness to it. There's a density to it. And to be honest with you, even though there's a lot of fruity elements, it's extremely unisex without question. My second favorite pick, guys, is from the house of Zara. Yes, Zara. No joke, guys. Rich, Warm, and Addictive from their tobacco collection is a standout fragrance from that company. It's beyond, absolutely beyond. It smells extremely smooth. It's rich, it's warm, and it's addictive. Pretty much. And my #1 favorite purchase of 2016, guys, it's from the house Gucci. And the fragrance is Gucci Intense Oud. There are very few oud scents made by Western houses that are on this level in a designer presentation. It's just that simple, and that's just my opinion. I just find this to be outstanding and just ridiculous. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's been real. And of course, thank you again, David, for the awesome invite. I really appreciate you guys. I'm E of Simply Put Sense. And I'm Simply OUT. Peace.